without wanting to sound like a broken record, how are we in October already? It feels like the summer came and went in a flash. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. If you are new here, my name is Chris. I am a part-time reseller on eBay. This is one of my monthly sales roundups. I basically go through most of what's been selling, give you some hints and tips about why I bought it, what I hope to get for it, and whether what I sold it for was what I hoped for, if that makes sense. Tips and tricks along the way. Would I buy it again? Would I recommend you looking out for these things too? And hopefully you can pick up some hints and tips about what to buy in your own reselling journey. So, September. Pretty good month on the whole, actually. Similar to August, fairly consistent along the way. Some, maybe one or two no sale days, that's fine, but fairly consistent throughout. Again, as always, I'll try and list between 5 to 6 items a day-ish on the whole. I'll also do sales similar on any sort of like sticky items that are just hanging around a little bit. And also I'll be sending out offers every day. So those three aspects combined does typically generate at least 1 or 2 sales a day. Not as many as some people I can appreciate, but I am only part-time. I can only dedicate so much time to eBay versus my full-time job, family life, etc, etc. So without further ado, let me show you a highlights reel of what sold during September, including a couple of really good sales. So we'll get to those in a bit. Right, so one thing I will mention before we go, during September I did have a week's leave, so I put my eBay shop onto holiday mode, but I still got a few sales over that time. But just in case the numbers aren't quite as prolific as they have been in previous months, that is the reason why. Anyway, I digress, no more waffle. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. And to be fair, starting off with a really strong sale. So these are a pair of Dolce & Gabbana men's jeans, and they are legitimate. So bought these in a charity shop for a tenner. Quite a strange sort of scenario because they had loads of premium jeans on the shelf. They had Tommy Hilfiger, Hugo Boss, Calvin Klein. Oh goodness, what else did they have? Maybe a couple of Peter Levi's. Only these D&Gs made financial sense. They're all £10 each. Only these made financial sense in terms of condition and price. And yeah, did the checks. They felt like really good quality, and that's the clincher. They were really good quality. The stitching was just immaculate. Took a punt, and they were legitimate. Fantastic. Stuck on eBay for, I think I had them up for 100 quid. Somebody eventually offered me £85. So 10 into 85, fantastic. And they've gone on the GSP back to Italy, back to their homeland. So all good. So great start. So I sold a Motormax, which is a brand of diecast car. This is a Celine Mustang SR wide body. I'll put a picture in here. It's like a Ford Mustang, but like a sort of custom one. Now, sort of speaking in, not hindsight, what's the opposite of hindsight? Foresight, I guess? I sold a couple more Motormax models. Ooh, there's a tongue twister. Motormax models. More recently. They seem to have a bit of a cult following. So I'm going to say it here now. If you see a Motormax model out and about, as long as it's complete, has the wing mirrors, has all the wheels, etc., and is in good condition, I say pick it up, because although the quality and the sort of, I guess the initial desirability of these models wasn't that great, they seem to have sort of attained a bit of a cult following. So just keep an eye out for Motormax. You might be pleasantly surprised. This one only went for 8 quid plus postage. I think because it's a bit of a niche model, it didn't do as well. But if you can get a model such as, well, for instance, I recently sold a Chrysler 300C. Get to the end of the video, and it sold in about half an hour. And I've sold a couple of the cars as well, Motormax, and they sold really well. So just, yeah, keep an eye out for Motormax. These are a pair of Fit Flop women's, this is a big name actually, Lottie Jungle Leaf wobble board sandals. Whew. Got these in a, I say a big lot. I got these in a lot of 6 pairs at a car boot sale, paid £2 each. The first pair sold for, I think, sort of 35 quid, so I was already into profit. I think these are the third pair to sell, so they are hanging around a little bit. But these went for £25 plus postage. I think I had them up for 30, so someone offered me 25, not a problem, get them gone. Yeah, UK size 8, lovely condition, a bit of a sort of niche kind of design to them. I think that's why they're hanging around, because they are not your sort of typical flip-flops. They've got quite a, yeah, unique design to them. But anyway, they've gone. A couple more pairs to go. Hopefully they'll sell in due course. If not, I'll take them off and I'll list them in the spring. Bang on the door, another brand you need to be looking out for. Cups and mugs and beakers, stuff like that. Bang on the door, groovy chick, that sort of thing. If you pick them up for like 50p a pound, they can sell for 7, 8, 9, 10 quid plus postage fairly quickly. So this is just a plastic tumbler. Wasn't in the best condition, but sort of had like a cardboard sleeve, and it kind of warped a little bit. Made it clear in the listing. 8 quid plus postage, so about 14 quid all in, and I paid 50p for that. So yeah, just the nostalgic factor hits this brand hard. So keep an eye out for bang on the door stuff. So I paid £3 for these Asics. These are the Gel Pulse 12 men's running shoes. UK size 9, good size. Weren't in the best condition. They had some like real deep stains. Minimal wear to the soles and the insoles, but some really heavy stains on them. Bit strange. Made it clear in the listing. And they come for £20 plus postage. Paid £3. This next one was cool. I was tempted to keep it, but I've just got too many clothes. I had to get it gone. This is a Levi's red tab, like a cotton jacket, like a sort of tartan lining. Lovely thing. Got it in the big bag of clothing I got from my friend Nina. You might have seen the previous video. So doesn't really owe me anything. That's gone for £35 plus postage on the GSP over to America. I think I had it up for 40. So yeah, if you can find this sort of thing, I know it's Levi's, so it might be priced up, but yeah, take a look into it because sold pretty quickly. Lovely thick cotton jacket. Happy? Well, I'm not happy to see it go, but it went for a good price, so it's all good. Oh, I thought this would do better. This brand, if you can find their boots, walking shoes, fantastic. Merrell, one of those two. But clothing, I found, can really hang around. So this is a Merrell women's, like a high neck fleece, only a size small. That might have hindered it a bit, only a size small. I think I paid £3 for this at a car boot sale. It's gone for 15 plus postage. So not awful, but it's taken an age to sell. Like, I think I listed it in April, around about that time. So yeah, it's taken an age to sell. I probably wouldn't pick it up again. In a larger size, perhaps. It's definitely got a following, Merrell. It's a really good quality outdoor brand. But I think given the small size, yeah, probably worth avoiding in that size. This is a bit better though. So these are a pair of Nike SBs skateboard Bruin React men's suede skate shoes. Crikey, big word again. Picked these up from a car boot sale. I think I got them in a job lot of shoes. I think they worked out about 6 quid, something like that. They gone for £28 plus postage. Again, size 10.5. Nice big size, lovely condition. Positive feedback received. Get in. There's not enough of that on eBay, is there? You'll sort of, I think I typically find, I'll sort of sell 5 things and I might get 1 lot of feedback back. 1 out of 5. It's a bit crap, isn't it? But anyway, sort of Bop It. Sort of Bop It Extreme, 13 quid plus postage. I don't need to explain Bop It's. All I'll say is they don't sell as well as they once did. Remember those pair of Asics I sold? Well, I bought another pair from the same person, paid 3 quid. These are the Gel Excite 8. So I think in terms of the sort of the Asics ranking system, the sort of hierarchy, these are quite a low one. But given they were in such good condition, managed to get 30 quid plus postage. So yeah, definitely worth looking out for. And as I've said before with running shoes, make sure the condition is as good as possible, because runners like myself, you want to get the most out of a shoe. You don't want to sort of get a shoe that's had 100 or so miles put into it, because then you might only get a couple hundred left. So yeah, condition is everything with running shoes, like more so than other shoes, because you're using the shoe to the best of their ability, if that makes sense. You're really getting the most out of the soles. So yeah, just make sure condition is on point. This is a band t-shirt. Band t-shirts I love to pick up. They don't sell that quickly. I just like picking them up. So this was a band called, I've never heard of them, Old Man Gloom. Yeah, I know, you neither. Don't blame me. Old Man Gloom. I think they're like a progressive death metal band, something along those lines. So I can appreciate it if you didn't, if you hadn't heard of them, because I like metal and I hadn't heard of them. This was a t-shirt I picked up. I think it was a size XL, large XL. I can't remember. Anyway, I only paid £1.50. That's gone for £15 plus postage. Adidas Goletto 7 football boots. I've sold these before. I think I got a bit generous here. I think these were up for like 26, and I took an offer £21.20 plus postage, so £25 all in. They probably could have done a bit better. They were a size 12. but I think I paid £4 for them, so that's okay, happy with that. Oh, this one took ages to sell. Oh my gosh. This is a Marks and Spencer's St. Michael, so vintage, men's wool cashmere blend long trench coat. Lovely soft thing. I remember buying this for, I want to say £7 or £8 from a charity shop, one of these big warehouse charity shops. Finally sold £42 plus postage, which is nice, from 7, but it has taken, yeah, maybe a year to sell. So would I pick it up again? Maybe not. It took up a lot of room in the box, like a lot of room. So for the right price, perhaps, but I need to bear in mind that, you know, good size, great condition, good brand, really. Yeah, it is. But yeah, just desirability, maybe not as good as it could be, but it's okay. Another one that took an age to sell. In fact, these took even longer to sell. These are a pair of Burberry's golf trousers. Now, there was a repair to the end of the leg, made it very clear in the listing that was there. I think I paid a £5 for these at a car boot sale. I can vaguely remember the lady who sold them to me saying, "Oh, they're Burberry's, they have to be X amount, £5, and like no haggling." Like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, they have taken well over a year to sell. £25 plus postage, so full price. But yeah, I think because they were so plain on the outside, they could have been any brand. Then there was a tiny logo on one side, the tartan lining. Well, it was a tartan lining, so it was obviously hidden from view, which is a bit of a shame. So I think, yeah, given they were so plain, they just took ages to sell. That's just my hypothesis. I'd probably pick them up again because it's Burberry's and it's difficult to leave behind for a good price. But yeah, lingerer, definitely a lingerer. Bit better. This is a Fujifilm Fine Pix. Oh, I've got another massive name here. S9600 zoom 9-megapixel camera. So bridge camera, I believe. £70 plus postage for that one, which is excellent. And I paid £15 for it at the car boot sale. So nice little return. Is that the door going again? My gosh. Right, hold that thought. Amazon. It's okay. Right. Not for me though, for my wife. Okay, where was I? So, just told you about the camera. Next up, I'll mention this one only because, right, this is a Blue Willies. I'll show you a picture. This is a Blue Willies, which again isn't a brand that sells that well, not as well as it does. Indigo cotton women's zip jumper. This wins the award for the first item I've sent to the Shetland Islands. You're probably thinking, what's a big deal? But the Shetland Islands has postcode ZE, and one of my colleagues at work used to work for Royal Mail, and he said, if you ever get a parcel that goes to ZE, it apparently is really unusual. So there we go, Shetland. This is a low pro, again, huge name, TerraClimb 50 point and shoot camera bag, recycled materials. Okay. Yeah, I bought a camera from the charity shop and it didn't work. Well, I was told it would work and it didn't work. Putting new batteries in, it's dead as a dodo, just completely dead. Unfortunately, it's a charity shop that's like 50 miles away, so I wasn't going to drive back and exchange it because I would have wasted the money on fuel, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, it came with this case, and I think I paid a £5 for the camera, so I sold this case for £9. So I've got most of my money back, and I think the camera's currently up for spares and repairs anyway, so I should get my money back, but it's just annoying, isn't it? It's annoying when they tell you something, and then ultimately it doesn't work out. But again, part and parcel of what we do. That's fine. Oh yeah, that went on the GSP over to Canada as well, so that's pretty cool. It's cool that they buy a £9 camera bag and then spend £18 or so on postage. You thinking, can they not source a bag in their home country cheaper? Maybe they just really wanted that one, and I applaud them for it because that means I got the sale. But yeah, sometimes I just think the GSP from a buyer's perspective is so expensive. Oh, another one that's been lurking for ages. I bought this. I thought I was the dog's danglies buying this for a £5. Belstaff men's leather armoured motorcycle jacket. I was like, this is going to be £100+, going to be in the money. Kind of didn't work out that way. It was missing its sort of the zipper like toggle on the front, and for whatever reason it just hung around for absolutely ages. Only a size medium. I don't know if that's made a difference to it hanging around. It was a little bit worn, but not like, it was fine. You could wear it and just be confident in it saving you if you fell off your bike. But yeah, finally went for 65 quid plus postage, which is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, fantastic from a fiver. But I just thought it would do a lot better, given that some Belstaff jackets can go for well into the hundreds. I did think this one would do better, but hey, it's gone. Got positive feedback. It's fine. This is a, what is this? The Smock Shop. This is a basically Cornish fisherman's artist smock. I'm not quite sure what the intended sort of demographic is for these. But anyway, paid £4. That's gone for £25 plus postage. It was in fairly good condition, but it did have like a couple of marks on it. I mean, again, made it clear in the listing. Size medium. Yeah, from £4, that's absolutely fine. If you can find one in a bigger size, in a better condition, you can push 30 plus. So keep an eye out. Smock Shop. Ooh, saw some Tommy Hilfiger. Look at this. I find the only thing that sells well for Tommy Hilfiger, for me, right now, are jeans. If you can buy Tommy Hilfiger jeans for less than a fiver, you can get around 20, 25 quid plus postage in a good size, in like a good fit. Anything else Tommy Hilfiger, on the whole, I avoid because it just doesn't sell. I don't know why. It's a massive mystery. It's such a good brand. I just don't know why stuff doesn't sell. I think, well, perhaps it suffers from Ralph Lauren syndrome, whereby there's so much on there, the demand is completely outweighed by the supply. Perhaps. But for some reason the jeans are exempt, so keep an eye out for the jeans. These are called the Mercers. Again, pay £2 at the car boot sale. They've gone for £22.50 plus postage. Great return. Thank you very much. This one didn't do so well. I picked this on a bit of a whim from the car boot. Didn't look it up. Thought Pure, great brand. Just digital radio, alarm clock, great condition. Paid a fiver. It's only gone for 18 quid plus postage. Admittedly, didn't take too long to sell, but I thought it would do a bit better. But I think I was getting a bit confused with Roberts. I was thinking along the sort of Roberts line. If it was a Roberts one, I could have done, well, any price really, 25 plus. Maybe even more even. But yeah, Pure, I probably won't pick it up again. I'm glad I had it. I'm glad I got the profit, but I had high hopes for it, and it kind of let me down a little bit. That's fine. Sold a vintage Hot Wheels car, again, one from the collection. This one's called the TNT Bird from 1970. Yeah, quite a while ago. Rough condition is putting it politely. It was rough. I probably had this for years and years. Don't know what I paid for it. Couple of quid maybe. That's gone for £22 plus postage. So the wheels were good. All four wheels were good. The original stickers were still on it, but the paintwork was rough. So whether they restore it or just have it as like a sort of play-worn example, I don't know. But happy with that. I sold some Timberland boots. Again, another brand that doesn't do as well for me as I thought it would. But I think because I'm picking up mainly small sizes, like 5 and lower, they are going to take long to sell. But these weren't. These were a size 7.5. So a men's size. These are the Timberland. I tried to find their name. I couldn't find the name. So I just put them as leather walking boots in wheat brown. Seemed to do the trick because I had them up for 28 quid. Someone offered me £26. No brainer. Sold. And I think I paid 3 quid for these at a car boot sale. So more than happy with that. And I'm just relieved that Timberland stuff can sell fairly quickly. Because for the most part, I just hanged around for ages. I bought loads of pairs of them. But they're sort of all, yeah, like I said, 5 and below. And I think in the future, I need to avoid anything under a 6, really. I mean, 5 is like the lowest limit I'll go. Unless it's something exceptional, just because there just isn't a demand for shoes under a size 5. So, but then again, just my experience, just my thoughts. Sort of big job lot of Hot Wheels. This is a job lot of 19 older models. So again, from around the year 2000, so a good bit of age to them, all sealed in their original blisters. 19 of them, again from the collection. Might cost me £1 each, I don't know, maybe less, maybe more. 35 quid plus postage. Another one that's been hanging around for ages. This should have sold so much better, but it didn't. I don't know why. So this is a Parameter A long sleeve walking shirt, and it's gone for £34 plus postage. I think I paid £4 for this in a charity shop. So again, great return. But being Paramo, being a good size large, being in great condition, I thought it would do a bit better, but it didn't. And it had I also start again. I picked up 5 Paramo things that day from this charity shop, and the first 3 things sold really quickly. These more sort of like basic walking shirts took a lot longer to sell and at a lot lower price. So still happy with the profit, but now I know that although Paramo is a great brand, one of my favourites to pick up, not everything Paramo sells quickly and sells well. So, but then that applies to anything, doesn't it? So that's fine. So these were just the belly of my death pile. These are a pair. No, there's like 3 pairs and some body armor. Basically, it's downhill mountain biking armor. So you've got the chest armor. Don't know why I'm pointing. You're in the human body. Shin pads, elbow pads, and another pair of elbow pads for some reason. I think I paid 15 quid for the lot, thinking they did quite well. Size medium. They'd been used. They'd seen some offs. They sold for £35 plus postage. And you know what? I think I had them for 45. And I just wanted them gone. I was just sick of seeing them. I was like, but yeah, just take them, go, please. I just do not want to see them ever again. I had to keep moving the bag that they were in to get to certain boxes. So yeah, that's gone. Would I pick it up again? I think I would if they were in a better condition. I haven't seen anything like that since, so it's, you know, a bit of a niche thing to find, but it's out there. And 661 seems to be a decent brand for sort of biking and like footwear and protective clothing, so keep an eye out for that, but just make sure the condition is okay before you buy it. Those were Skechers. Crikey. To be fair, I sold these on behalf of my dad. He said, I don't want these anymore. Sell them, see what you get from them, and we'll split the profit. Dad, no problem. I'll see what I can do. These are actually my best ever Skechers sale. Go figure. So you'll often see Skechers trainers. I tend to avoid them, you know. I just don't think they're very good. As I said before, because they're so heavily discounted when new, the resale value kind of follows that pattern, and they're just not quite as good. Charity shops love to price them up, as do car boot sellers, I found. Weird. But anyway, these are a pair of, these are called the Segment Ryler. They're basically more of like a formal shoe. They're leather, Oxford style leather shoe. £24 plus postage, which I know that is my best Skechers sale. Skechers aren't still that good, are they? Anyway, it's fine. So yeah, maybe the more formal Skechers shoes sell better than the trainers. Time will tell. If I find another pair and they do the same or similar, I'll let you know. But yeah, something to bear in mind, I guess. Yeah, Skechers, they are an enigma. But this is a better sale. These I bought in the last video. You would have seen it in the last video anyway. These are a pair of Brasher Hillmaster 2 GTX tech boots. Women's walking boot, leather, great condition, UK size 5, 50 quid plus postage, and I paid £6.75 for them. So there are still bargains out there, people. There are still bargains out there in the charity shops. Is that the boy? Oh, he's woken. He has awoken. Oh dear. Right, I'll come back, and you'll probably see me in a different outfit because it might be like tomorrow or something. Got to try and sort the boy out. And I'm back. 1 minute for you, 24 hours for me, but it's fine. Same conditions, same attire. Let's get on with it. So next up, I sold a Barber cotton crewneck sweatshirt. Now with Barber, I find the wax jackets, just the jackets, the sort of more premium stuff, seems to do quite well. Just the basic polo shirts, t-shirts, shirts, less so. Bought this sweatshirt for £6 in a charity shop. Wasn't quite sure how well it would do. Stuck it up for 30. Finally sold it, £25 plus postage. It didn't take too long to sell either. So yeah, Barber jumpers, you can get them for a good price in a good size. This is a size XL. Good bit of profit to be made, but typically I'd avoid Barber unless it is the jackets. This was a good one. So this is a vintage Paramo, that brand again, Nick Wax full zip waterproof jacket. So I want to say I paid 15 quid for this in a charity shop, and I had a load of lowball offers, anywhere from 30 to 40. I had it up for £90, and it's been listed for a fair while. Got back from holiday, and obviously turned my phone on from being on the ferry, so I had it on airplane mode. Ping! Sold. Full price. Yes! get in. So £90 plus postage, absolutely fantastic. And yeah, off it goes. So yeah, obviously Paramo stuff, any Paramo item can sell well. But yeah, the sort of the older jackets, you know, full waterproof jackets with the Nick Wax badge, incredible stuff. So that's really good. These are a pair of Timberland, what do they call them? The Smart Wool lined suede lace-up ankle boots. Paid £1 for these in a charity shop. The soles were coming off, they were flapping about a bit. So I used some Gorilla Glue to glue the soles back on again. Made it very clear in the listing that they had been repaired. Had them up for £20 plus postage, and they sold for full price, which is good. I think if the soles were intact, I probably would have asked closer to sort of 25, 27. But given the condition and the fact they've been repaired, £20 seems fair. And yeah, they sold within a reasonable amount of time. And I think they were UK size 8 or 9, so a nice big lady size. What were they? Size 8, so that always helps. Sort of fat face sweatshirt, not typically the sort of thing I pick up, just because, again, a bit like Weird Fish, the sort of the boom of the sort of the fat face airly quarter zip, that sort of thing seems to have like faded away a little bit. But paid £2.50 for this one at a car boot sale. I think I had it for £23. That sold for £20 and 69 pence plus postage. This is again another one from the collection. This is a Hot Wheels 57 Plymouth Fury treasure hunt, so a bit more limited than the sort of normal run of stuff. This is from 2009. So yeah, one from the collection. I've had it for a while. I think it's a duplicate. Wouldn't have paid more than, I don't know, £1 for it, because that's what they cost back then. I miss those days. Anyway, £18 plus postage. Oh, sale of the month. Not quite as good as last month with those Ronaldinho football boots, but sale of the month are these Dr. Martens 1460 boots. So I don't find Dr. Martens that often. When I do, they're typically not the made in England ones. They're the sort of where else are they made? Bangladesh, China, that sort of the Far Eastern region. Quality is considerably worse than the vintage stuff. But these were a vintage item, nice big size, UK size 10, which seems to be more unusual than the smaller sizes. Lovely sort of mottled green and navy sort of colourway. And I paid £15 for these at car boot sale earlier in the year. They got for £170 plus postage. Priced them high, priced them at £200, given what similar things were selling for. Yeah, someone offered me £150, and I countered with £170, and they accepted. And they got on the GSP over to California. Pretty cool. Yeah, it actually said it's like California something in the title, so I assume that's where they live. They might not be, but the States somewhere. So they would have paid, oh my goodness, I think it's like £240 with GSP to get them there. So, whoo, must have really wanted them. So yeah, really happy. Like super happy with that. Next sale, not quite so good. Just a pair of Levi's. So these are a pair of Levi's 501s. Typically, I'll only pick up Levi 501s and 511s. 501s seem to sell the best for me. Any other I want to say subcategory of Levi's, like 505, 506, 507, 512, just different sort of cuts and fits. The desirability just seems to be just so low compared to the 501s. So yeah, because Levi's are obviously a bit saturated, I will typically stick to the 501s, and again, larger sizes like these. They're a width 36, length 32. So yeah, what did I pay for them? I think I paid £6 for these in a charity shop, hoping for a quick flip. So yeah, 6 into 20, not my sort of normal approach, but the pair of Levi's, they're going to sell, aren't they? So that's all good. Oh, this next one. Oh my gosh. So you may have noticed most of the things I sell are fairly small. Clothing, footwear, little electronics, toys, that sort of thing. I do want to get into larger items. The thing is, as I said before, pitch roof, way too much packaging to know what to do with. I just haven't really got the space here to fill up with larger items. But I saw this at car boot sale a while ago, and I had to buy it. So this is a Matchbox Mushroom Playhouse. But it came with the original box, and I couldn't find a single listing, active or finished, that had the box. So I thought, surely if you're a collector, you're going to want to have the box. Now, ironically, it wasn't actually complete. It was missing quite a few pieces. Made it clear in the listing. Paid £6 for this. That's gone for £35 plus postage, so full price. And by some miracle, it actually fitted within the Royal Mail second class, Royal Mail medium parcel dimensions by a whisker. So yeah, I'm more than happy. And it didn't take too long to sell either. So, but it was, when I had it, it was just like plonked, just there. And I kept seeing it thinking, I shouldn't have bought that. It's going to take ages to sell, but it didn't. So I say I do want to get into larger things, but unless the profit is really good, or I know I can flip it quickly, I'm going to refrain because I just haven't got the space. But that's just how I, how my setup is. So I can't change that, unfortunately. Here's a pair of football boots I won't be buying again. So these are a pair of Adidas Ace 16.4 FXG football boots. I think that's firm ground, but anyway, they're a really low tier Adidas boot, size 8.5, so not a bad size. 15 quid plus postage, and they weren't in too bad condition either. I think they're one of these like a lower tier boot, which doesn't retail for that much anyway. So people are going to go for like the Predators and the Golettos, even though they're quite low tier as well. Just like more choicey stuff with Adidas. So probably won't pick those up again. They were cheap, they only cost me like 2 quid, but I won't pick them up again. Pair of Asics trainers. These are the Gel Virage, however you pronounce it. Women's running shoe from 2009, size 6, 20 quid plus postage, and I paid £2, I think, at a car boot sale. Missing the insoles, but made that clear as well. Sold this. This is I had this on my desk for ages for sale. I think this has taken over a year to sell. Yeah, it's a vintage Tonka, known for their like big trucks and stuff, as a Honda Civic. So the first generation Honda Civic. It's meant to be like a pullback model. It's almost like some tin plate material. I'm pretty sure I paid a couple of quid in a charity shop, but obviously bought it for myself. Then I thought, well, there's a bit of money to be made. There's nowhere really for it to go. I'll sell it. And yeah, 1 year later, it's gone. £24 plus postage. I think I had it up for 30, so a bit of money off. But yeah, after a year, I'm going to be taking lower offers. No question about that. Another one that's taken ages to sell, and I'm glad they have, because now we're at the end of the summer, I'm not picking up sandals and stuff. At least not unless they're like Fit Flop or Birkenstock or something like that. This is a brand called El Naturalista. Never heard of it before. I think I paid £5 for these in a charity shop locally, but I looked them up when I was in the shop and thought, actually, these can sell pretty well. UK size, they only have 4. That probably explains why it took so long to sell. They were only a size 4. Right, okay. There we go. Remember what I was saying about small women's sizes? There we go, case in point. But they have sold for £32 plus postage, so nice little return. But yeah, small sizes I am avoiding. Anything under definitely anything less than a 5, I'm being really picky about. Anything below a 6, I'm being picky about. So stuff just can be the best condition, can be whatever. The demand for small size shoes, ladies' shoes, isn't there. So again, something I've learned over this year. Okay, a few more to go, then I'll leave you alone. This is a Woolovers women's. This is a cable knit, 100% protectable cardigan, chunky knit, size medium, £20 plus postage, and I would have paid £3 or £4, I think, in a charity shop for that one. Picked these up last week actually. This is a pair of high-tech Euro Trek 3 unisex waterproof walking boots. Actually, you'll see these in, I think, my next video, and they've sold already. So there we go. I paid £4 for these. UK size 7. Okay condition, had a few scuffs which I made clear. £17.50 plus postage, so quick flip, happy with that. Sold some vintage Umbro tracksuit bottoms, paid £2, they've gone for £12 plus postage. So remember earlier I mentioned Motormax, so I thought this Motormax Chrysler 300C, which is like a saloon car from the mid-2000s, and it sold in about a quarter of an hour, £10 plus postage. Wasn't in the best condition, had like some scratches and stuff. Sold super quickly, only one for sale on eBay, I felt bad listing it for more because I wouldn't have paid that if I was looking for one of these. But anyway, £10 plus postage. As I said before, Motormax has got a bit of a cult following, so keep an eye out for Motormax. And finally, I'm going to leave it there because there's other stuff, but it's just like more of the same. That's just kind of boring. Final sale, big sale as well. So this is a vintage Yves Saint Laurent. Yves Saint Laurent, there we go. 100% cotton, chunky knits, crew neck jumper. Bought this from a car boot sale a couple of months ago, I think. Towards the end of the car boot sale, big pile of clothes, huge pile of clothes. Mainly like women's stuff, Peruna, you know, the usual stuff. Then I pulled out this jumper. It's like, jeez, okay. Did a quick check. Hoped it was legitimate. It is. And I asked how much are the clothes each, and then she said, "Oh, it's 50p, but not that one." As I held up the jumper, I was like, "Oh no, what are they going to say?" That one's £3. Whew. Still a good price. Phew. That's gone for £100 plus postage. Come on, from £3. That's incredible. Okay, 99.99, close enough. Yeah, incredible. Had a few offers. As soon as I listed it, had a few offers. Had offers of like 50, 60, 70. I thought, no, I actually counted with 80 on each of those times, and they just didn't accept it. Then it sold full price, £100. Result. So yeah, that worked out really well. And I think I'll leave it there because, as I said, there are other things, but just like little cars and things that haven't sold for very much, I've had on auction. So I'll leave it there. Cool. So yeah, pretty good month actually. Pretty good month. We are now on today is the 1st of. Okay, this section of the video is the 1st of October, and yeah, eBay's been real slow. The last couple of days, actually, it's been really, really slow. The only things that have sold have been some auctions that were ending anyway, so yeah, I just gone for a lull period again, but these things happen. I'm used to it now. I know it'll bounce back, so that's all good. I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Next video is a sourcing video. I know that because I've already filmed it and edited it. I've already filmed it, I've already edited it, there we go, and it's all good to go. So that'll be out hopefully within the next week. So yeah, if you got this far, thank you so much for watching. I've said that about 4 times now, great. Please do like, comment and subscribe, and until that next sorting video, which you'll see along in a bit, take care, and I will see you in the next one.